Good afternoon from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in sunny Lauderdale by the Sea. Very nice day out today. Still pretty hot, but I think pretty soon we'll be getting to our cool season, hopefully. And hopefully we'll get through this hurricane season without any major storms. Keep our fingers crossed. I also hope those other two storms completely miss everybody, because that's just what we don't need on top of all the other storms we've had this year. Don't need a hurricane. Anyways, let's take a look at the markets. And this is kind of like a weekend market update, or not update, but kind of a overview of what's happened over the weekend, or since Monday. You know, we had last week, we had those up days. You know, man, silver was pumping up close to that 29, and gold was making that over 2,000 mark pretty easily, 2,100 a week before. And we've had quite the pullback here, but you know, it's not an awful pullback, and I like this. You know, we have a nice new base, which is like right at or near the all-time highs. I think we're going to see maybe some softness a little bit here coming up over the next month or two, but nothing major. I think we'll see little climbs, which I like to see on gold. $10 here, $5 there, even if it pulls back some. These little incremental climbs are great, and it's a sign of a good, healthy market. Same thing with silver. I mean, who can complain? Silver's a double up even at this point since March. You know, that's not that long ago at all. I mean, it's done very well. It will continue to do well. I think it's back to its silver and gold ratio of what, 70-81. I haven't done the math here. I'll try to do that for you on Monday, but you got a little calculator to just divide this number to that number, and that'll tell you right there. Yesterday, I was talking about that I thought that the market would kind of, you know, I've been talking about this trend that I've been watching where the world spot prices, if they're higher than New York closed at that day, that usually that was an indication that New York would be a little bit higher, or par value, and seemed to hold true. Not by much, but yesterday I kind of stuck to it. I said, you know, what's the chances of a dollar strength today, Friday, and knocking the price down like it did yesterday on Thursday? I didn't think it was very much. I didn't see any kind of events that were going to make the dollar stronger or cause gold to fall. So with the strength in the world markets yesterday, and I'm going to go over yesterday's market, which I got up on our YouTube page here. Look, 1947 yesterday, 1941 today. So actually a little bit down for the weekend. But if you look, it was up from the close from yesterday quite a bit. And I was suspecting, based on that New York was a little higher, I mean, the world spot prices were higher than what New York closed at, that we would see par value maybe a little bit higher, as I said yesterday. And lo and behold, what do we got? Par value a little bit higher for gold. And let me take a look at silver. 27.12, 27.26. Silver did not perform quite that way, but silver is quite the monster when it wants to move. It makes these $1 and $3 moves. Not for the weak-hearted. However, if you like big profits, you'll love silver when it does perform. And it does perform. Like I said, 60% up since March. What other investments have done that since then? Well, if you know some, put your answers down there in the comment section, please, because I'd like to get into that as well. Legal it is. What legal things can you do that have gone up 60% since March? That's the question. So anyways, let's take a look at today's markets, not yesterday's markets. Let's take a look at today's markets. New York closed at 1934.60, just a tad above yesterday, and kind of following that trend, as I said, that the world prices were showing it going to be up a little bit today. Oddly enough, it shows right now 1941 in the world markets closing. So again, that is higher than New York. So I suspect that we'll see Monday, again, par value or a little bit higher than today's price. So New York should close. Again, this is just a guess on my part, and following these little trends that I watch. And these trends seem to work, and then all of a sudden they don't work, like yesterday with dollar strength. But you don't expect them to work when things like that happen. But for some reason, this little trend has been following through, and I think it followed through yesterday to today. And I think it'll do the same thing. We're showing up overall. World markets closed higher than New York. So again, if I'm following this little trend that I've been seeing, that means that we'll probably see a higher close than this in gold on Monday. Silver, a little too wild and crazy character for me. I love silver, I really do, and I love wild and crazy characters. So I'm not going to diss it for that, but a little bit harder to guess on that with the trends. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. 2670 New York closed at 2682. a little closer to there than it was yesterday. Let's see, a little bit bigger spread. No, not too far. So they're trading pretty close in New York both days. So 2670, 2682. I suspect that, again, if these trends are holding true, unlike they did yesterday because of dollar strength, that we're also going to see little higher prices on Monday, par value or higher prices on Monday on silver as well. Platinum just plain underpriced, ignored. Not many people have bought it. I still think it's way underpriced. Palladium, don't give a hoot about it. Palladium, whatever. I don't even know why they put it up there. Hardly anyone ever asks for it. I'm sure you could put copper up there and get more calls for it. Let's skip past that. Well, anyway, my guess, as I said, from the trends, I think we're going to see par value or up for gold. Here, we're going to see higher than this on the Monday close for gold in New York, unless you see, again, boy, that's a caveat. I like how I make a prediction and I say unless or but. But unless you see dollar strength or anything really weird happen that causes the economy to do really good or better on Monday, or looks good news, and higher dollar strength would cause gold to fall and silver to fall. So that's my prediction. I think we'll see a little higher price than this or par value on Monday, and the same thing for silver and platinum. Again, I don't know, but it seems to kind of be following silver and gold as far as price, up, down, up, down. It seems to be a follower. Let's take a look at this article. I like this in Zero Hedge. And buy gold and Bitcoin. While I don't understand Bitcoin, and I think it's a bunch of zeros and ones, I'm sure there's a place for it, and I'm sure a lot of people do invest in it. I'm just a little bit, I like gold and silver because, as I was talking to a guy today, I have it in my hands. If a power outage or an internet outage happens, what happens to Bitcoin? Where does it go? What if you don't have internet access? What if, with gold and silver, and I know you can say, what if someone steals my gold and silver? But, with gold and silver, it's in your hands. And you don't have to worry about power outages or internet problems. And again, that's highly unlikely, but it's a little unnerving to think that if the whole world went down, economically, what would stop power grids from going down? What would stop from internet from being shut down or viral things shutting down the internet? Where's your Bitcoin then? And again, maybe I'm not as educated as I think I am on that, but maybe my fears are overblown. If you got any thoughts on that, put it down in the comment section below. But boy, I went long-winded on Bitcoin there. Again, interesting. The Rich Dad, Poor Dad author, and God, this guy made millions and millions on his book, and a lot of people swore by him, and he gave some great advice, really. So he says, buy gold and Bitcoin, major banking crisis coming fast. Rich Dad, Poor Dad author says. I'm not going to try to, I'll try to pronounce it. Robert Kiyosaki, okay? Let me know if I said that right or wrong. Who wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, says the United States is headed for totalitarianism. Oh, there's a tongue twister tonight. And that he wants to flee the country with his gold. Well, that seems a little extreme to me, but hey, maybe he's onto something, and he did make $1 million with his book. America is already fascist regardless of opinions on the matter. What did he say here? Fascism is the merger of corporations and the government, while totalitarianism is a complete subservience to the state. We are the crossroads of both, to be honest. And there's a little interview down here you can probably look at on Facebook. If you, I haven't looked at it yet. I will probably after this. I'm done with this. And an interview with Kitco. Kiyosaki explains that Americans have almost lost every smidge of the liberty that their ancestors had. The freedom of speech is gone. Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and also freedom of religion, he said. He has also prepared for a time when he would have to leave the U.S., he said, by holding safe haven assets like gold and silver. Well, I could go on about this, but it seems an interesting article, and it's certainly something you're not going to read in the Wall Street Journal. In fact, now that we're here on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, I'm going to tell you, I'm not even going to look at the front page anymore because, oh my God, it's all political nonsense on here. Look at this. What is, are they talking about gold, silver? Are they talking about much but politics on here? But let's take a look at the market page. Let's say they're talking about gold and silver over there. Oh no, no gold and silver. No articles. I'm just going to do a big sigh. Nothing about gold and silver here, at least nothing positive probably. But I don't know if you know this, but if you go here and you go down here, I think they have something here called, there we go, commodities and futures. Let's see if there's anything commodities. about gold. No, or silver, but boy, copper. Oh, copper's $3 an ounce. Ah, there you go. Why Warren Buffett is making a bet on gold. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we struck internet gold here. Ah, and a nice little picture. Let's see. Are they a guide to market for precious metals? Oh, God. The Wall Street Journal having a guide about precious metals. That's like, oh, geez, I can't think of it. Like a vegetarian talking about barbecue. I shouldn't say that. But anyway, gold has piqued the interest of Warren Buffett. Well, I did the video this week about Warren Buffett quickly on the weekend, actually, for Marcelo. He asked me to say a little something about it, how Warren Buffett was saying gold is so awful, and now he's invested in it. Anyway, I don't know if you have privy to the Wall Street Journal. How does a physical market work? Oh, man, I'm going to really have to go into this. I just kind of lucked into this. I'll have to let you know what I think. I will save the story and let you know on Monday. Well, anyway, this is Brian Kuzma. Oh, coin toss time. Coin toss time. Let's do that real quick. I'm going to toss a coin right now, and let's see what the coin says. Let's see if it concurs with my up or sideways kind of prediction for Monday. And let's see what the coin thinks, up or down. Hey, we coincide with each other. Wonderful. Well, anyways, this is Brian Kuzma from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in Lauderdale by the Sea. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page. It's pretty cool. We run some stuff on there as well. You want to see what $1 million worth of gold that I just filled for a customer? I bought this little gold deal. It's about $1,033,000 for a customer. You want to see what it looks like stacked next to a beer bottle? There you go. Well, anyway, have a nice cold beer over the weekend, folks. This is Brian Kuzma with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Call me anytime at 954-493-8811 for live quote prices on any of your precious metals needs, gold, silver, platinum, and yes, even palladium. We're open 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays. Those are our trading hours. If you got any questions or you want to learn a little bit, I recommend first check out our other YouTube videos. We have some educational stuff on there. What you don't learn there, come on in the store. I don't care if you're spending $2 or $2 million. I'll treat you the same. Come on in and we will hook you up with good advice and good products. Hey, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for listening to me and watching my updates here. And I'll talk to you Monday, and let's see what happens. Hey, also, cute idea, make your own prediction below in comments. I'd like to see what you think it's going to open up on Monday. Thanks.